Hi guys, it's SkintBoot here, and today what I'm going to be bringing you guys is a No Man's Sky video. And in today's video, what I'm going to be looking into is the No Man's Sky endgame, and what I think Hello Games can do to resolve the endgame problem and make it more of a goal to seek out. So I made this video in wake of the recent discussions going on about the No Man's Sky gameplay problem, how there isn't really a motivation, how you're kind of just doing things for the sake of doing things. And I think one of the biggest parts that come with this gameplay problem is the end game, reaching the center of the galaxy. And at the moment, this is of course very underdeveloped, and I don't need to tell you that. But with all of that said and done, please do sit back and relax. Let's get started. Okay, so we all know that the center of the galaxy needs improving. In the current state of No Man's Sky, there is absolutely zero reason to aim for the so-called endgame, because all it does is put you back into a new galaxy. Prior to No Man's Sky releasing, Sean Murray built up this crazy amount of hype about the center of the galaxy. There was this aura of mystery surrounding it. And before No Man's Sky released, you know, people were absolutely crazy thinking about what the center of the galaxy could be, and a lot of people were just wanting to reach it to see what this big fat mystery actually was. Now, of course, we know that whatever happened during development made the endgame of No Man's Sky nowhere near as exciting as Sean Murray hyped it up to be, and this cannot always be the case. The endgame of No Man's Sky, reaching the center of the galaxy, will inevitably be improved, and it may indeed come with Beyond, but we know for a fact that at its current state, it is nowhere near satisfactory. So ideas about how to improve the endgame have been tossed around for absolutely ages. Things like boss fights, a more crazy dynamic planet system closer to the center, and a sort of playground with no limits have been tossed around in the, years since No Man's Sky first launched. And my idea is one which I have mentioned a lot on streams beforehand, and I know not all of you watch my streams, so a lot of you probably don't know what my idea is, but my ultimate fantasy for the endgame of No Man's Sky is some sort of heaven. The center of any galaxy should be a lush planet with no sentinels, no drain on life support, and will allow you to base build with unlimited resources. I guess you can say it's kind of like creative, but obviously not in creative. Now, this planet would allow you to meet other endgame players, other explorers that have managed to get to the center of whatever galaxy you are in. And when you meet these other players in game, you can share stories with each other, you can make new friends, you can trade valuable items like technology, minerals, and so forth. This would, in theory, be a time for reflection, a time to not worry about surviving and instead get a well-earned rest, thinking about the big fat journey that took you to the center. The planet would also be a place to kind of stock up, as you will, before you head back out into the universe. Perhaps there are a absolute shit ton of cargo drops around, or maybe some kind of hub where you can purchase items at a reduced price. As I said, it's a place to stock up on items before you head back out into the universe. So this endgame would allow you to spend as much or as little time as you want on this planet, and when you're ready to leave, you simply exit through a portal which will then take you on to the next galaxy. Each center of the galaxy has this heaven-like planet. The planet will always be lush, dense with foliage, interesting animals, a bit of water here and there, nice colors that we don't have anymore. Maybe these planets are even handcrafted by Hello Games to ensure they are actually extra interesting. This type of endgame would allow for civilizations to be built with the unlimited resources for base building, but it could also allow for some new lore and story writing. Hello Games could easily give backstory to these heaven planets. Why do they exist? Why are they perfect? Why do the Sentinels not give a fuck? And so forth. There is a lot of room for some extra writing and some extra backstory. So ultimately, this kind of idea of reaching heaven, as you will, or being at peace at the end of this big long journey, would make reaching the center of the galaxy way more rewarding. Something is indeed there, and of course this is the utmost motivation in order to keep finding these heaven-like planets. Now guys, this is just my idea for the endgame, and I know that the the end game of No Man's Sky is something which doesn't have a definite answer, so I of course want to know all your opinions on that. Please do feel free to put your thoughts on what the end game of No Man's Sky could be in the comment section of the video. But guys, I just want to say thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then please do feel free to leave a like on it, and if you guys could also subscribe to MZK, then that'd be absolutely fantastic. And as always, I will see you guys on my next video. This is SkintBoot, signing out.